In a remote corner of Russia, surrounded by icy water, lies a prison so brutal, inmates call it the end of the world. This is Petak Island, also known as Vologda Pyatak. It's the final stop for Russia's most dangerous criminals, serial killers, terrorists, even cannibals. Once you arrive at Petak Island, you never, ever leave. The island sits in the middle of a frozen lake, making escape impossible. In the winter, temperatures plummet to a bone-chilling -40 degrees. If an inmate somehow managed to get out of their cell, they'd freeze to death within minutes. It's Russia's Alcatraz, but far, far worse. Inside, prisoners are confined to tiny concrete cells just 6 feet by 9 feet for 23 hours a day. Their only break is a single hour spent in a concrete cage, barely larger than their cell. There's no heating. In the brutal winter, they survive by sleeping in every piece of clothing they own. The psychological toll is unimaginable. Former inmates talk about hearing others slowly lose their minds, endless screaming and banging on the walls, which eventually fades into a haunting silence. The food is barely enough to survive. One man said the portions were so small that they'd fight over breadcrumbs, not out of aggression, but pure starvation. This prison houses some of Russia's most notorious criminals. Alexander Pichushkin, the Chessboard Killer, who aimed to kill 64 people, one for each square on a chessboard. And Mikhail Popkov, the Werewolf, a former policeman who murdered over 80 women. But on Petak Island, the brutal conditions don't care who you are. Everyone suffers the same fate. Russia's prison service claims the facility is essential for public safety. However, human rights organizations have condemned it, calling it a torture facility disguised as a prison. Because when you're sent to the Alcatraz of Siberia, you're not just serving a sentence. You are slowly disappearing into a frozen, forgotten void, and no one is coming to find you. Thanks for watching. If you found this story compelling, please consider subscribing for more deep dives into the world's most hidden places.